Welcome to the broadcast. We're on number 41, Friday morning workout, number 41. So if you're joining us, if you're new to these broadcasts, every Friday we do a quick lesson, and either a lesson, philosophy, a mindset, or an exercise or a training routine, or a movement that I want you to work on, or a muscle group that I want you to improve. Each week we go through the lesson. If you have questions, write them in the comments. I'll answer right away. So we're on a roll, and had a great time last week. And I'm not sure if you applied what I talked about last week. I talked about the elixir of youth, laughter. I wrote there, you grow old if you stop laughing. You don't stop laughing because you grow old. So make sure to think about that, ponder. And you should be taking 5-10 minutes a day to just sit quietly and meditate. You should do that. That's something I highly recommend. In the end, you're the boss. You're the one who decides what you implement and integrate in your life and in your training. But if you're on this broadcast and you've been following me since the beginning, I think you value my opinion and the results I've gotten. So if I ask you to meditate, do so. And it doesn't have to be long. Start slowly. Start with your phone. Put a timer there for 1 minute. Anybody can do it for a minute. But what you'll quickly realize is that 1 minute is going to feel so good that you'll automatically go to 2 minutes, 3, 5, 10, 15, and so forth. So laughter. Do you laugh? And do you laugh in the face of adversity? And do you laugh in the face of problems, issues? Many friends and students I know are affected by flooding and stuff like that. And in no way do I discount how urgent the situation is. But as you step back, any situation, anything that happens to you, no matter how bad it is, if you have the mentality of saying, one day we'll laugh about this. And this is something that I've used in many, many traumatic, hard situations, and it has always served me. So no matter how difficult the situation might be right now, with that mentality of saying, one day we will laugh about it. So if we're gonna laugh about it anyways, in a year, 2 years, or 3 years, why not laugh about it now? And as you felt, if you laughed with me last week and throughout the week, the feeling you have after a gut-wrenching laugh, the feeling you have after is just amazing. And it's good for your health. And I talked about that. It gives a boost to your immune system and really helps you stay healthy and not to get sick all the time. So the lesson is profound, it's very important, and I hope that you're really applying it. And even if you don't feel like laughing, even if you don't feel like smiling, your brain doesn't know the difference between a real smile and a fake smile. So smile and laugh, and you'll see your mood and the feeling that you'll get after is just incredible. Again, any situation, you lost money on a bad investment, somebody backstabbed you, a flood, something breaks. And we've had our share of floods and stuff breaking here as well at the dojo. When you look at it at first, don't get stressed out. First, laugh about it. And that's something that I did not used to do. I didn't used to always do that. But over the years, I've learned to incorporate this little secret, this little way of dealing with stuff, and not to let stress attack me or hurt me. So stress is hard on your heart, stress is hard on your liver, Stress is hard on your brain, on your mind, on your thoughts, and on your mood. So make sure to laugh all the time. I talked about Bliss on the post, and this is for if you want to know more about energy work using Neigong. Now, Neigong is internal work, and there's something I do that just brings you a very high level of bliss. Would you like to know what that thing is? Does this interest you? Let me know in the comments. If I were you, I'd be screaming, yes, yes, yes. Bliss. The feeling that you get from doing this one exercise, or this one way of doing the exercises. So if you've been following me, there's lots of moves that you do, like this pulling motion, or the striking of the dantian, right? Or the leg pumping motion, back and forth. The diving motion from down and up. There's a lot of movements that I showed you. Hopefully you took notes and you wrote them down, and that you follow a certain routine in the morning. Now, one way to amplify the feeling is this. You can use your sash if you're in our Kung Fu training. This was just a gift from Master Guangqing, the master that I follow in Beijing, using the Neigong techniques that we practice here and in our schools. This is just a way to trap energy, to trap energy inside the dantian and to keep it there. And then once it's there, you can actually meditate on that feeling. And that's where the bliss part comes into the equation. These lessons are not full-blown courses. If you want to know about more techniques and more specifics, then go to the wudangneigong.com website and just sign up for the online training, and you have all the lessons there. So I just want to show you quickly. You have a long piece of cloth, and sometimes it's padded, and you press it right up against your dantian, the belly button slightly below. Okay, so we say about 3 inches below the navel and 2 inches inside. So you trap it there, and then you suck in your stomach, and you proceed to trap and to tie this as tightly as you can around your waist. Okay? And once it's trapped there, then I want you to go through each exercise. When you trap with this belt or this piece of cloth, I want you to really put it as tight as you can, tightly. It might feel a little bit uncomfortable at first, and then go through each exercise. Once you went through each exercise and you've done 360 reps of that exercise, then make sure to do the closing position, men left and then right, and then focus on the feeling. And then notice if there's a difference between doing it without the sash or the belt around your dantian, and then without, and then with it, and then feel the difference. And I'm very curious to know how you feel. I already know how you will feel, but it's up to you to practice it regularly. Get a sash. If you're in Kung Fu training, it's very simple. Use it to tie and trap the energy. If you're not a student yet, then just grab any piece of cloth that you can make 2 to 3 turns around. Think about laughter and how it can affect you. And when any situation arises, laugh first and then deal with the problem. Until next time, I'm Sibak Martin Patenaude. Stay on the path, walk the path of self-mastery. And I'll see you soon.